Good morning, YouTubers. Scuba Chris on location. Now I'm going to be using my new Rockaway. This is the Rockaway 12-footer, the HD. Just came out November of 2020. This is 12 feet long. It's a 30-70 split, okay, which means that the butt section here is going to be the 30 and the tip part's going to be the 70, all right? This is made from 2430 low ton resin carbon, all right? It's a very responsive, very light. Has shrink tube wrap over here. The guides are a little bit smaller, like hay guides, tilted forward, so it's good for braid. Now I've already adorned this with reflective tape. This is 3M reflective tape. Reason being is it's easier to spot, especially at night, all right? And this is, to me, the powerhouse of all the Rockaways. This is rated for 6 to 16 ounces. That's saying a lot. I don't know of any other rod that Okuma puts out that's rated for 6 to 16 ounces, all right? Now I decided to pair it up with this beautiful Cedros spinning reel, all right? This spinning reel here is the 14,000. It's a good matchup, 44-pound max drag. I got a hell of a lot of line on it. So we're gonna see what happens today. I'm gonna give it a try. Just basically, I'm gonna be trying out the weight system. It says 6 to 16, but you know what? In this area, I don't need to throw far. It's deep right off the pier, what deepest it gets, which is 4 to 6. So, you know, I don't have to even throw it 4. I can only even throw it 6, which is the minimum. I could probably use 5 ounce or 4 ounces, as long as I can get the line out there. Depends what you want. A lot of times I save money by going to coral areas that I know is going to get stuck, and I try to go with the least amount of weight possible. So over here I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to probably try something smaller. It says 6 to 16, so maybe 5 ounce might do it today. So let's see what happens. All right, this morning I'm going to be using a 6 ounce flat. It's rated from 6 to 16, but I don't see the need to go any heavier, because if I go more than 80 yards, I am going to hit the other side. So in this particular area, I don't need to go heavier than that. On my 3-way swivel, this is rated, I think, for 176 pounds. The main line is here, comes to the swivel. Now I'm going to tie it to the larger of the 2 swivels, all right? And the smaller one here is going to have my casting weight on it, and the continuation of this one here will be my leader line. Okay, you see right here, I got it's a used leader, but if there's nothing wrong with it, there's no abrasions on it, no problem. I already use it. If I feel abrasions, I'll cut it down or change the line. That's it. See, everything's prefabricated, so when I come out here, boom, 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 everything's done. Now I just gotta put my bait on. Okay, in this area, I like to use crab for bait. What I do is, if you go somewhere new for the first time, catch a fish or open up the stomach, look what the main content's on. Is it mullet? Is it crab? Is it shrimp? That's gonna tell you basically what they're preying upon in this area. So what I do is, when I fish here, I always catch crabs, and I try to keep a little extra, and these are frozen, so I can see crabs down there right now, but you know, I just brought the frozen stuff for now. So what I do, I can use the whole thing, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it in half. Excuse me for a second. Okay, I just cut the crab in half. It's frozen. Okay, that's my bait bag, and I did a lot of shows on how to do bait bags. So turn the bait bag inside out. Gonna put my crab in it. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. Now we're gonna get my hook. All right. So we're gonna crisscross this. just crisscross it a couple times. 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's all you got to do. And we're going to toss that out. And because it's cut in half, right now it's frozen, nothing's coming out, but because you cut it in half, the juices are going to be slowly leaching out, and that's what's going to attract your predator, are the juices. Okay, because I'm using 6 ounces, it's my personal preference. Normally when I use 5 ounces or more, I like the underhand lob. Underhand lob develops a lot of momentum in the swing to get the heavier weights out. Now I can go overhead. The problem with that is that it puts a lot of stress on your rod tip. All right, but I usually don't over oof it, so I never had that kind of problem. I only had one rod ever break on me, which was a Daiwa. But I'm gonna use underhand. I do that both with my conventional and spinners, and believe me, it works. That's all you have to do. Roughly in the middle here, you're gonna have a nice deep channel, so that's why I try to get it. Distance is not a factor, but if you really want to get the thing out there, trust me, just take a longer swing, put a little bit more line out, and maybe I'll use a heavier lead to get more momentum. But once you do that, man, you are gonna get the distance, but this is very user specific. We're in an area, I don't need to get it that far out. That's the island in back of me, Monkey Island. It forms a gauntlet between the shoreline, so it kind of forces the fish to run through here. So let's see what happens today, okay? Okay, I'm gonna try a 8 ounce flat. See what happens. Just give it a gentle toss. Nice, right in the middle. Perfect. Okay, I completed my review. This is the Rockaway, the new one, the HD. This is the 12-footer. This is a really, really strong surf rod. It's about the strongest surf rod I think that Okuma has put out in a long time. This is 12 feet. Now they range starting from 9 and they go up to 12, all right? This one here, this is rated for 6 to 16 ounces, which is really something. So what's the sweet spot here? I've tried all my weights I brought with me, going from 4 ounce all the way up to 10. And I found that 8 and 10 were fairly heavy to use it on this. And I found the sweet spot was 5 ounces. I mean, 6 ounces and 5 ounces are much difference, but 5-6 ounces was the sweet spot. Once you hit 7 to 8, it was a little bit on the heavy side. So just kind of bear that in mind. Now it depends on what kind of bait you're tossing. If it's wind resistance, so weight becomes a problem, so just kind of vary it with that. And I found that I got the most distance. I mean, absolutely the most distance with the weights I just gave you. So when you get your 12-footer, that's the weight I suggest. And if you get the 11-footer, 11-foot is pretty good too. It's rated for 4 to 8 ounces, but this one here is the one I've been using, the 12. So I'll try the others a little later. So that's my review and suggestion. Thank you.